Yesterday I didn't show up because I overslept. Today I'm late. I've not been consistent. I'm sorry. I did oversleep. I'm on new medication that's kind of fucked me up a little bit, so I am so sorry if people came here and waited for me to go live yesterday and I slept through it. Good morning, Lisa. Nice to see you, honey. Hi, Diva. Nice to see you. Yay. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Happy ding dong, the turd is gone. Which old turd? That orange turd. Hi, Ash. Ding dong, the orange turd is gone. Hi ho, the dairy-o. Sing it high, sing it low. Ding dong, the orange turd is gone. Thank you so much, Lisa. I don't I don't feel really pretty, but oh, Becky, you know what? I'm done with you. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if you can avoid telling me life lessons or life coaching tips through this live, then I'll think about unmuting you. But I have had enough with your life coaching tips throughout my lives. I'm sorry. I'm a grown ass woman. I've gone through this life for 60 years and done pretty fucking good at it. I really don't need you telling me all of your life tips. If I needed you, I would ask. I get triggered. That's just who I fucking am. I'm not going to change, and you needling me about it. Yeah, it's not helpful when people didn't ask you. It's not helpful when I didn't ask. And the fact that I ignore all of your tips should be your fucking clue. Not trying to be rude, but that should be your clue. It's real distracting, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm 60 years old. I don't need you to root me up. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna drop it now. Here we go. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? I will drop it now. I've already said my piece, so you don't have to worry about me rambling on about it every time you come in. I love you for who you are. Don't be any. I can't be anyone else. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Honestly, that's why I am here, because I have never felt like I have been able to be my authentic self in my entire life. And so I'm trying to get this straight because it's driving me crazy that it's unlevel. There, that's much better. Now watch the dog move and everything changes again. I've never felt like I've been able to be my authentic self, ever, not once in my whole life. So this is me here being my authentic self. And when people try to change me, I'm done. I'm done. I tried it. I tried it your way. I tried all the shit. I tried changing all the shit. I tried mimicking all the shit. I tried playing all the games. None of it works. So I'm just here to be me. And thank you. I'm glad you guys like me. See, as it turns out, when I'm just being me, people like me. If I'm trying to be something I'm not, then people don't like me. And somebody just left. What are we talking about here? It's okay, Becky. Nobody had to leave. I'm sorry. Now I see I want to delete my live. Anyway, so what are we going to talk about since I just had a little temper tantrum? I hate it when people bring problems into... fuck. Every time. It never fails. It never fails. I need to get better at handling this shit. Nobody's talking. Are you afraid to talk? Don't be afraid to talk. Shit. Now I feel bad. Thank you, Becky. I'm glad you didn't leave. Thank you, Kimberly. Um, okay. Thank you. I don't know. I think it might be part of my psychological problem. Um, but it's like, here's the thing. As I started like letting myself become who I am, oh, of course they like turkey. Yeah, but they won't get much because they've already got their own. They like their food. TikTok is your sanity. Yep. Yeah, it's mine too. And I'm sorry that I told my partner I'm going to stay with a friend when she gets back from Florida. We argued most of the night. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Shit, that's hard. Oh, my dogs are sleeping right there. I'm so sorry. That sucks. That really sucks. I give up on that kind of stuff. Honestly, I give up on that kind of stuff. It's just, it's not for everyone. Now my shit's crooked again. Cohabitating and partners and all that shit. It's just not for me. So I can't help you. I'm sick of feeling like you feel right now. I really am. So I'm not the one to listen to. Yeah, I give up on it. I'm just not any good at it. I'm really not. I'm not any good at it. And you just have to recognize your limitation. Sometimes you just have to recognize your limitation. So there you go. Anyway, what do we want story time to be about? Other than Teresa having a temper tantrum online, what do we want story time to be about? And making people, anyway. Yeah, anyway. I'm thankful that I am in a safe place. I have a doctor. Here I am adding bake to my wake, and I have a doctor's appointment today. I typically wouldn't do that. Hi, Simon. Welcome, honey. Yeah, we were talking about college, yeah. But I'm kind of telling stories out of order now, so we could talk about anything. I would rather have happiness and peace than be somebody and be miserable. Oh, absolutely. I just can't. I just, they can never give me what I think I deserve, and so welcome, Simon. It's nice to see you. The speeches from the Dream Team yesterday was really good. Yes, it was, Diva. Oh my God, it was lovely. And I'm so happy to see him focusing on national intelligence. Oh my God, what Donald Trump did to our intelligence agencies was criminal. I know. I recognize your picture, sweetheart. Simon, I recognize your picture. 10-6-14. Although I didn't remember your name, I know who you are because I recognize your picture. It's the same picture on both platforms, and that's helpful. Yeah, Joe is really he's set out to really do some wonderful things. He is happy to have this fucking chance to affect change and heal this country, and you can see that in his eyes and his expression, and he really gives me hope. He gives me hope. So yep, I love him and Kamala. They are here to heal us. And we just have to remain vigilant and, positive, and we have to remain vigilant and positive and and just wait. You know, be patient. This is going to take time. Donald Trump has done a lot of damage. This is going to take time. Oh, I don't even have to look. You know, honestly, to me, it's like I have such a good warm fuzzy about things that, like, I don't even have to look at what his cabinet is. I know it's going to be good for the country, really good for the country and our government. And yeah, I feel pretty happy. I have felt so, I mean, think about all the turmoil we've been through. Actually, I just like to have a moment, a special celebratory moment. It's just a titty squeeze I'm going to. I can keep adding bake to my wake anyway. I mean, if you're going to go get your titty squeezed, you might as well. I think he's going to focus on trying to undo the most damaging things that Donald Trump has done to the country. Can you think about all of the controversy that we have lived through in the last 4 years? All of the hate? Actually, the 5 years, because the year before he was elected was when it all started. I mean, all of the turmoil and controversy that he has caused in this country, it's going to be over. And here's the thing. We've got the military on our side, so we don't have to fear them anymore. And that is my response to them when they come in and start talking about um, how they're going to start a civil war like they just did in my comments. My response to them is, no, you're not. You're not going to start a civil war because you're saying things like this, and the FBI is listening, and the military is going to protect us. Your hate crimes are going to be deemed terrorism. You've terrorized us for 4 years, and your activities are going to be deemed hate crimes, and the military will defend us from you. So we are not afraid of you or your crooked cops or your crooked politicians anymore. The military's on our side. That's what I'm telling them, because that's the truth. The truth of the matter is their president, who sowed all this hate, is not in control anymore. He's gone. He can't stop the will of the people. The will of the people have spoken. Oh, thank you, Simon. The will of the people have spoken, and the military has said they won't step in to decide the election, but they will step in to protect us. You're going to have to look down the barrel of a tank if you keep pushing and tell them that you're going to start a civil war. Okay? You're going to have to look down the barrel of a tank and tell them that you won't wear a mask if you keep pushing. You are not going to be allowed. That's right. More than 80 million people voted for Biden. Okay? You're going to have to look down the barrel of a tank and tell the barrel of a tank that you won't wear a mask. Okay, we're done with you terrorizing us. The right can no longer terrorize us. Have a nice day. That's all I gotta say. You lost. That's what I'm telling them. Oh my God, you're so mad you lost. You lost. And you're not going to get the war you wanted. The only way that you would get the war you wanted is if your president got reelected and continued to encourage it. That's the only way you'd get the war you wanted. That shit just got quashed. We got the kibosh. The embarrassment, I don't get embarrassed anymore, Kimberly. I don't think we should get embarrassed about things. He's not an embarrassment. He is a clear and present danger, though. He's not an embarrassment. He is terrifying. He really is terrifying. The rest of our nation clearly do not have a single brain cell. Yep. Yep. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's not that they don't have a single brain cell. It's that they're lacking empathy and compassion. I really don't think it's 70 million people, though. I think that a good portion of those people voted just because they believe in voting party lines, regardless. And they really didn't want to believe that he was going to try to cause a constitutional crisis if he lost. I have talked to many, many, many Republicans who said, no, 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 he's not going to do that. You know, I've been preaching this 12th Amendment thing for a long time. There's a lot of people that are far gone down the rabbit hole, I agree. But here's the thing. There's a lot of people who just voted party lines, who did not believe that he was really going to cause or attempt to overturn the government of the United States, attempt to overthrow our democracy. They didn't believe he would do that. And they told me, if he does, I will riot. These are conservative, party line, old school conservatives who have said, if he tries that, I will riot. So the fact that he has they have watched him try to undermine our government, try to do damage to the next administration without care for how it hurts the country, mislead the American people about the COVID virus deliberately because he thought that's what his base wanted to hear, and then try to cause a constitutional he has literally colluded with a foreign government to overthrow the government of the United States. He really has done that. And a lot of Republicans, old school Republicans, might not like liberals, but they love the Constitution and they respect the order of the law, and they do not want to be considered the corrupt party. So he has really, I don't think it's 70 million people anymore. I think it's more like 50. I think at least 20 million of that were good people, Republicans, who didn't realize until they saw what he tried to do with this fair and just election. You know, that's what I think. I have to think that that's true. And then there's a good number of those people who are going to begin to wake up from his trance. The more calm and directed and truly patriotic and truly inclusive of everyone that Joe Biden is, the more it's going to wake people up from this trance that Donald Trump has in them. You have a friend using the term loosely. Anyway, he's convinced that Biden is going to cause World War III with China and Russia, something that Nostradamus predicted. Here's the thing. Biden is going to prove him wrong. Oh, I think you're going to find that people are really going to wake up from his trance. He's had them. You have to understand, he was allowed to gaslight them for 12 years. They have been gaslighting the American people for 12 years. You don't know that you've been gaslighted when you have been gaslighted a lot of the time. It takes a really strong mind to realize the effects of a gaslight until the gas is turned off, until the gas is turned fully up so that things are bright. It takes getting out of the gaslight most of the time to see that you've been gaslighted. We've shut Trump's voice down. He no longer has any major network that's willing to put his horse shit on camera, largely. So that kind of brainwashing is going to come to an end. And people are going to wake up from it and realize that we can't survive as a country or a race, the human race, at each other's throats like that. I really have faith that the country is going to start to wake up under Joe Biden from Donald Trump's hate spell. And I think the more that we refuse, you see, Donald Trump has built up a lot of hate in these people over the years. He has taught them, he has brought so much anger and hate with his untruths in these people that they've been ready for him to get elected so they have a place to release this anger and hate. And now that he didn't get elected, they have nowhere to go with this hate. And if we don't react to the hate that they try to throw at us, they have to keep it. And if they keep that hate, then they're going to they want to release it. Human beings, when they feel hate like that, they want to unleash it on someone. That's the only way they can start feeling better, is if they unleash it. And if we don't give them anything to unleash it on, they're going to start turning on themselves. And as they start turning on themselves, that's going to dissipate. That hate's going to dissipate. And as it dissipates, because there's none of us to take it, they're going to wake up. We weren't filled with hate. We weren't a country filled with hate. In your Facebook feed, it's full of hate. Yeah, me too. I left. I can't, I just can't do Facebook anymore. I'm off Facebook. But I think that as long as they are not, read the book. There's a book called The Four Agreements. And it is so powerful. It gives you so much power over the people who seek to negatively impact your life just because they're feeling a negative emotion about you, and so they try to lash out at you. And that book is really so helpful. Right, hippie chick, me too. Once in a while, I get so upset whenever I look at Republican feeds that I have to turn the channel. I have to turn the channel or get away from them because I get so angry. I feel so passionately. The Four Agreements is what it's called. The Four Agreements. It's a small book. It's not like it's a big self-help book. The Four Agreements are agreements that you make with yourself. And if you can work towards, it's really hard to live up to the Four Agreements, but the more you accept the Four Agreements in your life, the easier it becomes to deal with toxic people. Toxic people who are only lashing out at you to relieve their own hate or anger. Because you don't take... And once you read it, you begin to understand that makes total sense. When somebody's mean to me, I get this yucky feeling. And I have to find an outlet for it. A target for it. Somebody to take that yucky feeling away from me. And typically, a lot of times, it's not the person who necessarily deserves the yucky feeling, but if you don't have an outlet for it. Yeah, they're heading to Parler, I think, but it's just, yeah. I don't go on Facebook anymore because they banned me for 60 days over the summer. And I don't think that, if I get banned again, I'm going to lose my account. And then I'll lose, 20 years of memories or however long Facebook has been around. So I just don't go use it because I don't want to risk losing all of those pictures and stuff that I posted to my timeline. I have a lot of good stuff on there, and it is so much of a pain in the ass. Yeah, anyway, that's my lecture on humanity for the day, in case you wanted the Butterhag's opinion about some shit. There you go. There you go. Ask me some more questions and I'll tell you no more lies. I'm just trying to tell you how Butterhag dies. I don't know, that was a horrible thing to say, wasn't it? I don't know what's up with my locks lately, but they're really getting on my last nerve. They're not looking so healthy lately. They look kind of ratchet. And when I sit here and go live, all I have to do is look at how ratchet they look. It's hard to not fuck with them nonstop. Anyway, anybody have any questions or a topic you'd like to talk about? Because I think I I have so much faith in Biden, and I think you're going to find them calming down. The more they don't have anybody to hit back, as long as you keep hitting back at them, then they keep, it's like it becomes as long as you don't hit back when they, then they have to it has to go away. Yeah, but I don't have a computer right now to download them to. I don't want to fill my phone up with that shit. And that's the only access I have to the internet right now is my phone. So I just don't ever go. I only go over to Facebook when I want to share something from TikTok. I don't read my feed at all. I don't read messages from people. I don't look at the notification feed. I just go look at my memories or post something from TikTok. I don't want to risk. I don't like to risk getting shut down forever. Yeah, I I'm not going to go to the library. Um, I'm good just not going on Facebook. I'll just stay off Facebook. I'm okay with just staying off Facebook. I'm good with it. I've stayed off Facebook since June. I am happy being off Facebook. There's a lot of shit, a lot of bad memories that I have from Facebook, and a lot of good memories that will just make me cry. So, as I said before, I am perfectly happy off Facebook. Yeah, no, I know how to do that shit. Did you figure out, are you going to cook your turkey and keep the juice? I think I'm going to cook my turkey on the grill, like read how to grill a turkey, and make giblet gravy. I'll just boil the giblets down and make giblet gravy, and that's how I'll do it. I'll make giblet gravy, and yeah, that's how I'll do it. Did you figure out? Yeah. I think anyway. Here's the thing. I don't have much energy or interest in cooking over the last few weeks. I kind of got the cook knocked out of me a few weeks ago, and I haven't been into it much. So there's a real good chance I'm just going to get to the grocery store and get a deli chicken. have a I don't like deli chickens, so I'll probably get a deli turkey if they have them. I don't think they'll have them, actually. I think I should have ordered one if I wanted one by now. But I want to go to the grocery store early, so as soon as this live is over, I'm going to go to the grocery store. Frozen turkey breast is actually a good idea, and then maybe some turkey giblets. But I like the dark meat too. Yeah, I'll make giblet gravy. Oh, you're so welcome, Alan. I think that Four Agreements is a great book for anyone to read. Oh, great, Alan. Isn't it? I mean, did you read the Four Agreements? They're so simple. And when you read them, you think, how the hell can I ever accomplish that? But when he explains them, breast and turkey legs, that's what I need. Right? It's really a good book. I haven't had a copy for a long time. I can't tell you all of the agreements, but I like to try to follow the impeccable with your word agreement. That just helps you relieve so much stress. If you don't have to worry about not being truthful, then you don't ever have to try to remember what you said. Yeah, that sounds good, Becky. I'll try that. And then I like the one about, don't take things personal. Don't take others' mood personal. Your word is your bond. That's right. I try to live that my word is my bond. Sometimes I'm human. That's another one of the agreements. Don't take things personal. But my word may not be my bond, but it's always my truth at the time. I'm always as honest as I can be at the time, because that helps you relieve so much stress you don't have to worry about keeping up with the lies or people losing faith in you because they've caught you in a lie. Um, Faith lost when caught in a lie is really hard to regain, and unless it's really a special loved one, it's really hard to regain. So I don't want the stress of people doubting me. I really don't like it when people don't believe me or don't think that I'm being genuine. Apple Books, yeah. It's really a good, yeah, it's not expensive. Nope, it's not expensive. It's been in print for a long, long time, and there are no updates. It's really well written, and yeah, I'm glad you guys. I'm glad I got that recorded too, because I think that's a good recommendation for anyone is using the Four Agreements. Um, it really is. So I got on the For You page today, which was really good. Right, Dee Dee? I mean, and the not accepting other people's horse shit. I do pretty I do pretty good at that. I do better at that. I do much better at not accepting other people's baggage when I'm medicated. When I'm not medicated, holy shit, no. Why am I trying I have two pair. I just tried to put this there. Okay, Teresa. Evidently. Evidently. My ass is not comfortable. Right now, my ass is not comfortable. I need to put, I need to bend my knee. I need to stretch my legs out. The dogs are in my way. Or actually just Gonzo. It's always Gonzo, right? Poor Gonzo. He doesn't think he gets any love at all. So did you guys notice, since we're on YouTube, you guys can look this up. This is something I find just fucking hilarious. So I don't know if you've noticed, but Roseanne Barr has started doing YouTube lives and TikTok lives. She's actually started into the social media influencer world, which I find interesting. Um, and so I watch her once in a while, not a lot, but once in a while when she flashes up, I'll watch her. And here's the thing. Roseanne Barr just lost her show for her racist comment on Twitter. She said a horrendous racist comment on Twitter. And that's why she lost her show. And day before yesterday, I was on YouTube, and Roseanne Barr is there interviewing someone in her live, because I guess you can do a split screen. I didn't know you could do that. I don't really know exactly how I would do that, but she's interviewing someone on her live, and that bitch has dreadlocks. She's got locks. She is wearing a headband to cover this part of her hair. She has guests, yes, and she's wearing a headband to cover this part of her hair, and she's got locks, synthetic locks, that she's got draped around her shoulder like this. Yeah, the video I saw yesterday, you can go look at her lives. She's got locks. This woman who just lost her show because she said racist things is wearing locks. I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? Did you happen into my live and see that I look good with locks, so decide to go with locks? What the hell? I swear to God. I was just, I can't even, bitch. I just can't even. Yeah. She's got locks. I was so offended. I guess now I know how other people feel when they see mine and get offended. You know? I don't know. She is not only attention starved, but she doesn't have the income. She doesn't have the stardom. The show is doing really well without her. Because I bet she's on Parler and Clapper too. I've seen her on TikTok and she's on YouTube. And she does a lot of smoking and talking in her nightgown, sitting outside on her patio, bitching about how they took her show away and her life's work was destroyed because of one comment on it. Was a really horrible, right, Diva Cat? It rolled out of her mouth like it was she woke up in the middle of the night and tweeted that shit. She woke up in the middle of the night and tweeted that shit. And then she has the nerve, just like Kramer did. Remember Kramer from Seinfeld? He was doing I saw her on my For You page on TikTok, and I've seen her on my homepage several times. Right, hippie chick? So you won't be mistaken for a Republican, and she's a Republican. She's a damn Republican with locks. Okay? She is just like Kramer. He was doing his stand-up show, and it wasn't funny, and a black person in the crowd booed him, and he went on a long racist tirade. And then as soon as it was done and he lost his career for it, he was sorry. He didn't mean it. It wasn't as bad as just like Roseanne's doing. She woke up in the middle of the night and was bitchy and said a racist comment about a woman that she doesn't like that's in politics. And she lost her show for it. And she should have lost her show for it. Anyway, I need to stop lecturing about that. I know, right? It really makes me angry when I see my For You page full of verified celebrity accounts. Like, where were you when we were fighting for TikTok to stay on the internet? Where were you when we were fighting Trump, who was attacking TikTok? Right? He apologized. He was under the influence, he said. But he's pissed off because, where were the celebrities when we were fighting for TikTok? They weren't anywhere to be seen. But now that TikTok got all of that free press from Donald Trump, celebrities are all over the For You page, and it just disgusts me because none of them, not one of them, seems to be, except Kevin Bacon. Kevin and Kyra Sedgwick. I love them. Oh, well, welcome from TikTok. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. That's right. I don't say racist things because I'm angry. Well, I might have back in like the 80s. I was still a racist. I was getting away from my racism, but at heart, I was still a racist. So there might have been times in the past where I said racist slurs because I was angry. But it's not any time in this century. It's not any time in this century, I can promise you that. So I don't think you should get a pass for doing that. Absolutely not. It is absolutely unacceptable. And what I hate more is because she is a Republican and she is Jewish. And I really, really, really get super angry at racist Jewish people. Racist people of the Jewish faith really piss me the hell off because they know what it's like to be persecuted for something that they believe in. But they think it's perfectly okay to persecute because of a skin color. And that makes me so angry. Like, how dare they? How dare they? How fucking dare they? How dare they? Shame on you. All of them. Roseanne got what she deserved. Kramer got what he deserved. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting about that. It's not my fault my mom showed me because my mom and dad were fighting, but they didn't know there was a 5-year-old child in front of them and they were swearing. What did your mom show you? Are you a child? Isma is a mission. Are you a child? Yes. Yes. It's denying that you were ever a racist is, especially when you're someone my age, is really like, you got to be sus about that shit. You got to be suspect about that shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Honey, I cannot have you in my live, sweetheart. My topics are adult oriented, and I really can't have you in my lives. I'm so sorry. Go talk to your parents if you are having trouble with your parents, or a trusted adult at school. Someone that you meet on the internet should never be someone you consider a trusted adult, sweetheart. Talk to a trusted person at school, or someone in authority about your problems with your parents. But someone on the internet is not someone who you should confide in about your problems. This is a dangerous place to be, and there are dangerous people. I'm going to block you. There you go. You're blocked. Right, Diva? I know. The only way to block underage is to say that my content is X-rated. Basically, it would push all of my content to the adult section of TikTok. If I set an age, I just say that it's not made for kids. But I think this kid seemed to follow me from TikTok. The child seemed to follow me from TikTok. It's scary for kids on here, but the other thing is it's not always children. Any child that comes into your life, you need to consider the fact that it is just as likely to be an officer of the law as it is a child. And I welcome them to come into my life and hear what I have to say to children and then go on their way. Either way, that's the message I feel like all adults should give children on social media apps. And talk to someone in real life. You have no business on an application, honey. People are not going to help you on this app. You need to talk to someone in real life. And I'm not going to listen to you anymore. That's the... Good morning, Josh. It's scary for kids. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, sweetheart. I try. I'm not perfect, though. Yeah, he was over on TikTok. I need to remember to ban him. I think he might have gotten banned. Anyway, if he didn't get banned, I need to remember to ban him when I go live again on TikTok. I know, right? I am doing great, Josh. I have been on a few rants this morning, which I'm not going to delete any of, but I'll never watch them. I don't ever watch my content. I'll watch my TikTok videos a bunch of times, but I don't ever watch my YouTube videos over and over again because I'm typically horrified. When I look at them, I'm like, oh my God. They pretty much terrify me when I watch them. Just trying to get woke up. Well, welcome to the Welcome back, my friend, to the show that never ends. Yeah, here's the thing. I mean, that shouldn't be the only reason that I give that advice to a child. But anytime a child comes into your life, you have to consider that it's an officer of the law. And I think it's even more suspect when they freely admit to being underage, when they freely admit it, like come in and announce, hey, I'm underage, and I'm having trouble with this, or it's usually related to, I don't know, it's like, whatever the fuck, you're underage, bye. I'm gonna report you as childlike behavior and see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I think I might have to get more coffee going. You have another half a pot. Mine went way too fast today because I used a big cup. When I use a big cup, it goes too fast. Oh, my stomach is upset. I'm starting to get worried about my stomach problems, y'all. I'm worried about my stomach problems. Sneezing when my stomach is empty is, that means that there's pressure on my vagus nerve. You just made one, D? Oh, maybe I could make a decaf cup. You have 3 cups left. Oh, I have 1 cup left. Look at that. Oh, look at that. I have 1 cup left. Yeah, mine is when it's empty, when I wake myself up in the morning when my stomach is empty by sneezing, because when my stomach is empty, it puts pressure on my vagus nerve and it causes me to sneeze uncontrollably. I have to grab something to eat in order to stop sneezing and gagging. I'm like gagging and sneezing. Sneeze, gag, gag, retch, sneeze, retch, sneeze, retch. You drink loose leaf teas. Yeah, and I have trouble keeping my food in my stomach. It, like, when I eat, it pushes back up through my esophagus. Yeah, until I get something on my stomach. It's like when my stomach is empty, I sneeze, and that can't be normal. I mean, I've never been that way in my life. So something is up in my stomach. And when I told the lady that I sneeze, she said, oh yeah, Lisa, a long time ago, my gallbladder was removed. She said, oh, so no, I drink Pete's. You want to go outside, sweetheart? I gotta let the dogs out and pour myself another cup of coffee. They told you it's Barrett's esophagus? Yeah, Barrett's esophagus is, yeah, I know what Barrett's. I tried to tell them I had Barrett's esophagus a long time ago, but doctors don't ever fucking listen to me for some reason. So it gets really frustrating, but I feel good about this doctor appointment. I was worried I was going to get sent to one of the doctors. I was worried I was going to get sent to one of the doctors that mistreated me in the hospital in the spring. But my doctor did not give me that referral. He gave me one to someone different, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I know I'm going to end up having this thing where they go down and look at my stomach with a scope. And I hope they don't fuck it up. But I'll go live the whole time. I'll be live. I'll take you guys to the doctor with me. I'll tell them that you're my emergency contact people. 215,000 followers on TikTok, and I don't have anybody to put down as an in case of emergency person. You don't, okay, you're pushing it. So I'll take you guys with me and I'll tell them this is my in case of emergency crew. I have a whole fucking crew. Yes, Lisa, it is horrible. I have had it where where you drink that nasty stuff, and I've had it where they shoot that nasty stuff up your butt. Yeah, I'll go live and take you guys with me. Well, my ex-boyfriend, yeah, we'll see what it is. I mean, you know, there's lots of speculative things that we can do. But I have cancer in my family, so I'm a little worried because I have stomach cancer, lots of stomach cancer in my family. My mother's side of the family, and I take after her side of the family, so we will see. Oh, thank you, Josh. Field trip. I'll take you guys. I'll go live on TikTok and take you guys live with me on the field trip. Where you're the buttercups, right? You're the butterhags, little buttercups. Little butterlets. Haglets. You're haglets. I have haglets. I told the doctor that yesterday when she was setting up my appointment. Who is your emergency contact person? And I said, I don't have one. She said, you don't even have like one friend? I said, no, I really don't. I really don't. 215,000 followers and not somebody to... She laughed about that. She thought it was hilarious. It really does help. Yeah. I'm going to get a titty squeeze today. I'm going into that with a buzz. I always get the old ugly ladies to squeeze my titty. Do they do that on purpose? Yeller Haglets. Create a fan page called Haglets. Oh, I was the cool... Can we stop that, please? That wasn't necessary. You don't have to do that shit. Anyway, I was the cool aunt. They don't like me much when they're grown, but when they were little, I was absolutely the cool aunt. Now they like to tell stories about how the cool aunt did traumatic shit with them that shouldn't have been done with children. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, my landlord really doesn't want that on his shoulder. Not only, he's not creepy anymore. He's given that up. I'm not getting the creep vibe from him. I just stay away from all of them. But even if he weren't creepy, he doesn't want the responsibility of being my emergency in case of emergency person. You know, he's old. He's got a bad heart. He don't want to mess with that shit. Especially if I'm not interested in... Well, anyway, I don't want to say that. Anyway, oh my God, now I have to delete this. He's really just not the type. He can't, he doesn't need that on top of all of his other stress. You know, I would just rather have him be able to have this shit towed away and send the dogs to the pound. I mean, seriously, I don't want to dump my shit on him. It's bad enough that if something happened to me, he would be stuck with dealing with this bus and these dogs, you know. I guess he's had a lot of tenants like die in their... More than one tenant die in his business because he rents units that are businesses, storefront kind of things. And he's had more than one die, and they don't realize they died until they start smelling something, and it's real stressful to go through that shit, and he just really doesn't want to go through it again, and I can't say that I blame him. So I don't want to dump that on him. You know, that's really a thing that you would dump on family. And I don't really have family that I want to dump it on. So I'll just go to a Jane Doe crematorium. That was really morbid. Welcome to the Butterhag Gloom and Doom show. I'm actually in a good mood today. So oh, Becky, don't start me thinking about that, please. I don't want to cry. Don't start me thinking about that. I don't want to cry. I have already said my piece. Don't try to talk me into changing who I am. Becky, I'm not here for it. I'm a grown-ass woman. I know all the shit about the factors that go into and all the response. I know all that shit. I'm not stupid. We don't need to talk about it because I don't want to cry. Don't come from over here to YouTube and watch your content, but this is our secret stream. No trolls, no trumpets. Well, I do have a few trumpets that get on my YouTube, but it's typically, it's so much, there's not a For You page, so yeah, it's not like I have to put up with the hate in order to get followers or my voice heard. I have to figure out what my next voice is going to be, how I can use my voice to help the other causes. And I don't think I can, honestly, on TikTok. I think the only place I can help the other causes that I believe strongly in, now that Donald Trump is on his way to hell, I'm trying to figure out how I can't use my TikTok account for that. So I'm just going to try to pull followers from TikTok over here slowly and try to keep my content user friendly over there, and I can really be myself here. Otherwise, you know, the shadow bans are no fun. They take all the fun out of TikTok. When you piss TikTok off, you know, they make the sun go away. And there's only so many times they can take the sun away till you just don't give a shit anymore. I'm just rambling now. It's full of mean people, but there's also a lot of really good people. Yes, Winston is beautiful. Gonzo is beautiful too. They're both gorgeous dogs. You know, Gonzo used to be the showstopper before Winston came along. He was the steal the show dog. Okay, nobody could resist Gonzo. He was so freaking adorable, and he's gorgeous, and he's got a perfect coloring and all of that. And then I got Winston, and it's like poor Gonzo started having to suck hind tit because all the love goes to Winston instead of going to Gonzo. And he got spoiled getting all the love for a whole year, and now Winston takes it all. And so he's got this little Napoleon shit complex going on. That's why he's always an asshole. My favorite color, I don't really have a favorite color. I don't really have a favorite color. Yeah, Becky, well, there's more celebrities, and they're really trying to lure advertisers. And I really think that that motto of they want TikTok to be a pleasant experience for everyone, not just people who like you, but for everyone, they're starting to really come hard on that because they need advertisers in order to continue to pay for updates to the app. So they absolutely need advertisers. So they're starting to get really strict. So stinking cute. Thank you so much. They really are. They're such good boys too, and they're so smart. But the advertisers, they really need. I understand that. So they're starting to crack down on content providers. Now that they have advertisers advertising on celebrities' pages, advertisers they have to please. So that is really what is causing them to crack down. And I get it. It just takes the fun out of TikTok for someone like me. You know, I hate following rules, especially when I think they're stupid. I don't mind following rules when I see the reason for them, but when I think they're stupid or they thwart my creativity, it's really hard. I remember when YouTube wasn't as strict too, but YouTube got a lot of lawsuits out of that. So because of the liability that dealing with human beings brings, you absolutely have to be stricter on your content. You have to go um like on talk radio to really be truly authentic. You have to go onto the satellite shows like an HBO type network in order to be truly authentic. And that's part of the thing that made me want to start being authentic, is it seems like the only people in this world that are allowed to be really authentic are celebrities. Everybody else has to conform to what other people think we should do and be. But celebrities get to be authentic. And I think there's just something wrong with that. I decided I'm just going to start being authentic. I do not give a shit anymore. I'm going to be authentic. Because why should they just get to have all the fun, you know? And it turns out that social media doesn't like you to be authentic unless you bring them a lot of revenue. Yeah, there's more and more ads, and there's also more and more sponsored content creators. More and more sponsored content creators. And, you know, TikTok just doesn't welcome my bipolar horse shit, you know? I mean, a lot of what they don't like about what I do is part of my bipolar horse shit. And I really can't change that. No matter how hard I try, I can never promise that I'll never do another bipolar horseshit thing again. So it's just like there's no point in, it just makes you want to give up. I did not see a Dennis Quaid video yesterday. What did he say? I typically really like Dennis Quaid, so I hope he's not a Republican. What was it? What was the Dennis Quaid video? Or should I go Google it? Yeah, on the For You page. I haven't been on the For You page a lot in like the last month, honestly. I was on the For You page nonstop until I made TikTok mad at me. I actually kind of lost my shit a couple times. And so they took me off the For You page. They got mad at me. I imagine that. I'm still blocked on TikTok on your account. Felipe Loza. Why did I block you? Do you know? Do you have any idea why you blocked me? Why I blocked you? Hang on a second. I have to write that down and I'll check into it. Felipe Loza. Felipe Loza. Felipe Loza. Okay. Let me let my dog in. I need to go pick up all your dog shit out there. It hasn't rained in a few days, and so the dog shit must be retrieved from the yard. I'll check on that when I go back to TikTok. I was in support of Trump, but it was kind of really weird and flashy colors of stuff. I was going to ask you what it's made of. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, Kimberly. Oh, it was in support of Trump, but it was weird, flashy colors and stuff. Okay, okay. Oh, that's too bad. Dennis Quaid. That's too bad. It really is. It's unfortunate. My poor dogs don't ever get any attention. Okay, I have been on here for an hour. I have been a bitch for an hour. My landlord's going to watch this. I want him to know that I do not think he's a creep, and I do not feel creeped out. Just triggered a little bit. But I'm not trying to spread the rumor that my landlord is a creep. He saved my life. If I didn't have this place to park, I wouldn't be here right now. So I am so appreciative of that. And so I don't want to leave anybody else with the opinion that I am in danger or any of that, because it's not true. I'm okay. I just got triggered. My PTSD got triggered. So I will talk to you guys later, and I love you. Thanks for coming. I'll go live over on TikTok. Um, Again, I always like to go live on TikTok after I finish here for some reason. So I'll finish here and then I'll go live on TikTok just so we can say goodbye and stuff. So because you said, oh, wow, I was just lagged. I just saw a whole bunch of comments come up. It was in support of Trump, but it's kind of really weird. I Google it because you said, check me on YouTube, and I said your name. And you asked if I was a hog. No, hag. Yeah, that's probably why. TikTok rarely notice. Don't do that again, Felipe. Yeah, see, Josh, it's the shadow ban thing. I keep making them angry, and that's why TikTok is so disappointing, I think. It's just nuts. Oh my God. He'll be Roseanne's next guest, right? Dennis is still the one making movies. I think Randy retired years ago. Wow. Oh yeah, I haven't seen it. But anyway, I'll see you guys over there. I don't like to go too much longer than a live an hour because I like to. It takes all day to process. So, I love you guys. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you over on TikTok to finish my coffee.